Hey guys, welcome back to Gulfside Baitworks. Today we are, we're gonna kind of do a little experimenting. So I've got like an idea, a vision, let's call it, for a bait. I want, we're just, the bank is gonna be like a smoke, but it's gonna be smoke and interference blue mica shift as like the main color, but we're also gonna put some snow shine up in that. And I want to put jade and sub-zero siren scales in the back, and then in the belly we're just going to do some snow shine, a simple snow shine belly. But yeah, I think this is going to look good. I've made similar stuff in the past, but I didn't have the mica shift, and I want to see what I can do with that. And I was thinking that these two would look good in it, so that's what we're going to do. At the moment my plastic is just about done in the back, and we're going to pour it in the Swamp Trout ST5s today. And oh yeah, of course, something that I don't think I've mentioned in a while, but if you like Swamp Trout's molds, all capitals, Gulfside 15, you get 15% off on his website for molds. So keep that in mind. And yeah, so I think my stuff's about ready. I'm gonna pull it out and we will mix up some colors. All right, we are back and we are ready. So, double check. Yeah, we're good. My plastic is a little on the thick side today. We're using some craw tube that I mixed up. Added some hardener to swim bait blend because I don't have any. I don't have a thing of craw tube at the moment, but so easy enough. Add some hardener. Actually, it's a pain in the butt. It's much better just to buy them separately, in my opinion. My professional opinion. But all right, let's do this. So for my top, we're gonna do the 16th. We're gonna start with the 16th of when these are hot. All right, we're gonna start with the 16th of the blue interference mica shift. And for those of you, anybody here who hasn't watched my last like 6 videos, mica shift is the newest thing from our friend Michael over at 8-Bit Baits, and it is similar to a highlight powder. It is a little bit brighter than a highlight powder. I spilled some there, but it's also, and when I taped those videos it wasn't out on the market yet, so we didn't know the price, but this big old can of it is 10 bucks. So it's a good price. It's a good product. I mean, you guys know I'm fairly biased towards 8-Bit Baits. He supported me a long time, and Michael's a cool dude. I'm gonna grab my glove because that's still pretty hot. I'm gonna pull it up here and show you. Yeah, check that out. The vibrance. That was the word bait chucking used, and now I keep using it because it seems like the right word, but it really honestly looks a lot like the same way the blue is in the Sonic Holo Shift. It's just not clear like the Sonic Holo Shift. The Sonic Holo Shift is amazing. For those of you that, if anybody knew, the Holo Shifts are the top of the line stuff from 8-Bit Baits. So they're the high-end stuff. But yeah, all right, so that's looking good already, right? So let's get our siren scales in there, and then we will add a drop of black and see where this takes us. So first off, we're going to do some jade. Normally I put a quarter in, but since I'm putting 2 different colors, we're going to put a 1/8 instead. There we go. So we're going to do an 1/8 of jade and an 1/8 of Sub-Zero. Now I believe the jade does bleed a little bit, but since we're going to add black to it, I'm not super worried about that. But the jade does bleed a little bit. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure this is the one that bleeds to interesting like brown to green. I think we might have done a video on it. But yeah, a couple of the new Siren Scales bleed, but I think the way they bleed is really cool. Um, all right, and this one's our Sub-Zero. All right, so we got Jade and Sub-Zero in there. Hot. I gotta get them broken up. And I find when you reheat before you pour, that breaks it up a bit too. Michael from Bait Chuckin' had suggested that if you throw them back in the vac, that will break them up even better. So you got a few options there. But yeah, you see it's getting a little darker color suddenly. That's because there is a little bit of bleed in that jade. But it's okay, because I knew it was going to happen, and I'm going to make this smoke anyway. Once I get these all broken up good. And we're going to reheat before we pour, and that'll break them up a little bit more. All right. Start with 1 drop of black. One drop seems to have just disappeared into the ether. All right, we're gonna put 4 more drops. Oh yeah, look at how the blue came alive. Look at that. Oh man, I like that a lot. That's gonna be a good back color, I think. All right, I did say that we were also going to put some snow shine in there, so I want some silver shiny in it too. So we're going to do 10 drops, because this stuff is very clear. All right. Oop, and I lost a drop over on the table. All right, let's see if 10 drops. Yeah. I think I want more snow shine. We're going to do 10 more drops. Oop, we got 11. That's okay. Yeah, check that out. Okay, yeah. This is starting to get a little cool, but it's looking good. We're definitely going to have to reheat before we shoot. Let's get the other side. Got a cat hair in there from my little black cat, who is a troublemaker. All right, so this side's just getting snow shine. Let's start out with 40 drops. $40 drops. Yeah, so there's our bottom, nice shiny silvery. And you'll see my plastic's getting a little thick on me. It's what happens when you're dealing with craw tube. So we're gonna reheat these before we pour. And I'll see you guys back in just a minute. All right guys, we are smoking hot, ready to pour. So here we go. And again, we're pouring today the Swamp Trout ST5. Personally, this one is my favorite of the Swamp Trout baits. It just looks so cool in the water, and it has an awesome, just nasty hard tail kick. So I really like this mold. I use it a lot. Ooh. Perfect. All right, so we will be back in a few minutes once these guys are cool. All right, we're back. Time to check these bad boys out. So again, these are Swamp Trout ST5s. Yeah, check that out. Oh, look at how it came out. It's so shiny. Yeah, I really like the snow shine and the blue mica shift together in there. And we got the greens and blues and some almost golds and silvers from the two from Jade and Sub-Zero. And I think we even get some purples at some angles. So yeah, these came out dope. Look at that. Yeah. All right, let's see the other one. All right. Pick off where I over poured here a bit. And then we're all good. All right. Yeah, check that out. These are definitely gonna catch. Can never go wrong with the ST5. Can never go wrong with the 8-bit. You guys know what we do around here, so you know, if you're used to the channel, if you're new, we really like Swamp Trout and 8-bit around here. But anyway, so let's set this up and I'll bring the camera around. You guys can check out what we used. All right. So, yeah, that's probably good. You'll be able to see it all. And then we got the black pigment all over just from touching the bottle, because you guys know. That's what happens. All right, bring the camera around. Take a look at these bad boys up close. Let's bring one up. So yeah, fairly clear. The mica shift isn't perfectly clear because it's not like the holo shift, but yeah, look at that. You can see the blue. So it really does work like a highlight, but it's yeah, vibrance. That's the word. It's got more vibrance to it. Yeah. Pick that, you know, again, pick that up from Bait Chuck, and that's what he said, and definitely right. But yeah, there we go. That's the color we did, and we used an 1/8 of interference blue. No, we did a 32 of interference blue, I believe. Nope, I'm wrong. It was an 1/8. We did an 1/8 of interference blue, an 1/8 of Jade, an 1/8 of Sub-Zero. This had 11 drops of Snowshine in the top and 6 drops of black in the top. That was our tops, and the bottom was just 40 drops of Snowshine. So yeah, there we go. If you liked it, like the video. You know, if you want to show a friend, it's appreciated if you share the video. Definitely subscribe. The more subscribers, the more YouTube will push the video out to other people. So any kind of comments, tell me what you think, and yeah, well, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for coming by Gulfside Baitworks.